Petfluencers, welcome back. I'm so excited for today's video because we're talking all about what you need in order to get started as a pet influencer. But always remember, before you begin, make sure to go in the description below and get your free 2-day course. Not only do you get a 2-day online course for free, but you also get your free workbook that goes along with it. So be sure to check out the description below before you get started. Okay, so a lot of you have probably stumbled upon this video because you're interested potentially in pet influencing, wanting to see if it's worth it and really want to see what it's all about. In this video, I want to specifically just go over the foundations of things that you may realize that you may need going forward, things to buy and things to recognize. And of course, we'll go over a few of my favorite tips. So with that said, let's jump right in. Now, the very first thing that you need if you plan to be a pet influencer is some sort of recording device. Honestly, when it comes to recording on your phone, it typically has fantastic quality, especially some of the brand new iPhones and whatnot. So I actually really recommend that you get your phone and you use your phone for your recording at first. There really is no need for you to go out and buy a camera to become an influencer online. Use what you have. It's going to save you time and money. The second thing that you need, and I know this sounds kind of obvious, but you need a pet. If you want to become a pet influencer, you need a pet. And sometimes a lot of people ask me, okay, what is it about your pet that made him so famous? And honestly, it's really nothing. It's the things that I teach you in my course. It's the things that I teach you here on YouTube and on my other social media that has made it so that he has become an influencer or a pet influencer. Your pet does not have to be special. Your dog doesn't have to do cool tricks. Your cat does not have to do anything special. But not just that, I've seen pet influencers like skunks. I've seen people make a ton of money off of their tarantulas, snakes, whatever you have, honestly, is all you need. Another thing that you need coming into becoming a pet influencer is grit. Now, if you watch any videos when it comes to becoming a content creator, a UGC creator, an influencer online, you know that consistency is everything. Grit is everything. So what we're talking about here is the ability to know that you have to post every day or multiple times a week, creating content consistently, because that truly is everything. If you post something on Monday and then for a week and a half don't post anything, and then all of a sudden you post 4 videos in a day, every single day for like 3 days, and then you don't post anything for 3 weeks, that shows the algorithm that you're not being consistent. You need to find something that'll be a consistent routine or a consistent posting schedule. There is nothing perfect, but no worries. I do have some videos that talk about the suggested amount of videos or posts that you need to post on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And so be sure to go check those out if you're curious. Now, thankfully, that's literally all that you need to become a pet influencer. You need a recording device, like your phone, you need a pet, and you need consistency, grit, motivation, however you want to say it. But there are some tips that I need to send you off with that are so important, so be sure to keep watching. The first tip that I want to give you for this video is to make sure you do your research. I've seen so many people come through trying to be a pet influencer, trying to be a UGC creator, trying to be an influencer online, and all they do is jump right in. You cannot jump right in. It sounds easy. You need a phone, you need a pet, and go. It's not that easy. Unfortunately, I've seen way too many creators who have just burnt out after a month or even a few weeks, and that's just not cool because the success that you can have with this is really phenomenal, but you just have to follow the process and you have to follow the steps. So do your research is number one. I know that's kind of broad, but just go binge a whole bunch of my playlists on this channel. Go get your 2-day course. Those things are literally just jam-packed with all the information you need if you want to go ahead and start your research. The second tip that you need to have before you embark on this journey is to not give up too quickly. As a creator for over 4 years online, creating multiple brands and having pretty darn good success on multiple platforms, I have to tell you that I've seen countless people die off on their platforms in the 3 months. So they call it the 3-month hump. So you're really motivated at first and things are great, and then things just don't go as you expected after about 3 months, and then you die off, okay? So everyone knows it takes about 3 months or 90 days to start a new habit, and most people, again, they get so excited and then they just burn out because you don't get all the money and all the success right away, right? It takes grit and consistency. And then because you've put in all the effort over time, you will then be rewarded. And then the last tip I have is to go down that description and get your 2-day course. I know I've said this a few times already, but honestly, if you have just a few minutes of the next few days to learn, Everything's in there. When it comes to the 8 different secrets that you need to know when it comes to starting as a pet influencer, or if you don't want to be a pet influencer, this is totally applicable to you if you want to become a creator or an influencer online. So hopefully this gets you a little bit more started when it comes to becoming a future pet influencer, or again, if you just want to be an influencer in general, we cover those topics as well. All the details you need will be in the description below, and be sure to check out this next video in my playlist because we're going to be talking all about how pet influencing actually works, because we just went over the basic foundations. Okay, now we need to know how it even works. I'll meet you in the next video.